Hi, I'm Billy.
I'm Lydia.
And we're the folks behind A Foggy Path. The whole reason that we decided to start a travel blog is because I began to hound her to start one, and then she was nice enough to go through all the effort.
And by hounding, it was more like, I think it'd be cool if we had a travel blog like 30 times a day. But it worked, and here we are. So.
And the whole reasoning behind it was we had so many people asking us about our trips and how we managed to do them for so long, because we go for longer periods of time than most people. And I figured eventually if we just put it all in a website, people could look at, instead of having a rather lengthy conversation, we could just
condense it all into one place and be able to point everyone there. So
that's what we did.
A travel blog was born. Our first trip that we took was about a month long. We started off in England for about a week. We saw some family that we had over there, and then about 2 weeks on a ship, we sailed back over the Atlantic, and
it was a little bumpy.
It was, yeah, we had some rough seas, but it was an adventure and a half, and it was a lot of fun. We ended up in New York at the end of it. We were there for a couple of days, and then Salem, Massachusetts
for a week.
And where was the last place?
Florida. We went to Florida. We went to spend time with your father for about a week.
That's right. And thank God we went and saw family, because we must have come home with maybe $80 at the end of it. We were so broke. And
it was our first trip, so we really had no idea how to save money, really what to look for, what to expect. So we were very surprised when we got home.
Yeah, so that was a fun one. That one then led into Ireland for about 4 weeks. I think it was 2 years later we went to Ireland.
Yeah.
We had a little reunion with friends for the first week, and then we spent 3 weeks on our own with this guy driving a Standard
on the wrong side of the road, on the wrong side of the car. It was an adventure, but it was a
terrifying start.
it was something that we found to be very useful. You can drive around, you can do your own thing. You're not tied down to the schedule of somebody else.
Yeah, no, it was a really good choice that we made, and for us it works really, really well. And we carried that through on our next trip, which was I think maybe 3 years after.
Right, and that one was to Scotland, which was the one place that I've always wanted to go. And this one was 6 weeks, and the first week we spent with friends.
In England, yeah.
And then we spent 5 weeks driving through all of Scotland.
We went everywhere.
Same thing, we rented a car. We stayed at campsites a few nights, and then like a B&B, and the campsites for a few nights in a B&B, and that's how we really kind of learned really to extend our time in these places.
And then our last trip was a surprise for me. I didn't see it coming.
That's true. When we went to Scotland, I had turned 30 years old when we were in Scotland, and she gave me a whole lot of crap about it.
Yeah, because I was turning 30 the next year, and I kept telling him, like, we are going to be broke and at home and doing nothing. You are so lucky.
And so I guys, pay attention here. I thought about it, and then I surprised her on my birthday, which is right before her birthday, with tickets to Ireland for her birthday. So she spent her 30th birthday in Ireland, and I also managed to take her to her favorite park about halfway through and ask her to marry me.
Bam! And we just got married, too. We got married on the 14th, and it is, the 31st?
We've been together for 10 years.
Yeah, it was a long time coming. But yeah, no, it was an amazing little trip, and it was very different from what we normally do. We tend to really plan things out and try to utilize the most of our time possible. We're both big history buffs. His main interest is like medieval history.
Yeah,
okay.
Just anything that has to do with knights and castles. I'm into.
Yeah, and then for me, I'm really into like turn of the century era and World War II history. And
I'm also into World War II history.
Yeah, so we tend to see a lot of. We want to go see all the places possible. So we tend to cram in as many things a day as humanly possible. But the last Ireland trip that we went to was only 2 weeks, and it was a lot looser and much more relaxed and kind of, what do we feel like doing today type thing.
Yeah.
So it was very different.
And we had some highlights, things that we wanted to go back and see again.
Yeah. So far on the actual blog, we have fully documented that whole first trip. So England through Florida is in the books if you want to go check it out. I'll post the link to our blog in the description along with our Instagram. We're at A Foggy Path. And we also have a Facebook page, so you can follow us all there, like us all. But yeah, we're just kind of going through everywhere that we've been and showing everyone how we travel. And in the future, we just hope to bring you guys all of our future travels. We want to take you with us and help you guys plan your own adventures and get to go see the places you've always wanted to. Our honeymoon got canceled, so that's in the works. We are planning a road trip out to California, about a week-long road trip, and then hopefully within the next year, we're hoping to get to England and Wales for
a longer trip.
Yeah, at least 4 weeks, maybe up to 6 weeks, just kind of depending on what we save and what we've got going on. So anyways, check out the links and stuff in the description. Follow the channel, follow us on Instagram, you know, all the fun things. And hopefully we'll see you soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.